Hi, I'm Wednesday. Welcome to my Twin Flame TV and Tarot channel. Today's video is going to be about Twin Flame purpose. The thing with this topic is that there are two aspects of this. There's one, the global purpose, and the reason why Twin Flames have been incarnated in such large numbers in this day and age. And there is also the individual purpose. Now, even though both of these are very intertwined and linked and somewhat symbiotic, um, they are still very different aspects of the twin flame journey. As I go on, you'll see why. But anyway, I'm going to start off with the global purpose. I've done a lot of meditations on this. I've asked Source, and what I've been told has given me a lot of insight, and I'd like to share some of that with you. One of the things I asked Source was what the purpose of the twin flame connection is. The answer I got was that we're here to teach the human race by example, that love knows no societal constraints, no creed, no race, no color, no religion. Love is what it is. Now, we're all taught to believe that there are certain things to consider before we enter a relationship. One of them is physical attraction. Another is compatibility, common interests. But that isn't always necessarily the case. And, or whether you have similar backgrounds or you're compatible in terms of income or compatible in terms of work. But that's all bullshit. And Twin Flames are actually here to teach humanity that it's all bullshit. When you look at how twin flames are coupled up, you will always discover, no matter where you are in the world, no matter what society you live in, no matter what your societal norms or values are, that twin flames never conform with whatever that is. We're all unconventional. What this means literally is that you will find that one twin is either significantly older than the other, or from significantly different walks of life, levels of income. Sometimes they're even from opposite sides of the world and don't even speak the same language. I've even come across this in the line of my work. However, even though these twins don't speak the same language, they are still capable of deep emotional bond and communication, which I found very, very interesting to observe. But that's a video all of its own. As far as the twin flame purpose goes, we are here to teach humanity that societal constraints, do's and don'ts, really don't come into it if it is truly genuine love. Yeah. Another thing I asked Source was why twin flames have been incarnated into this lifetime in such large numbers. In the course of my work, I've discovered that there's a lot of us, and we're all sort of going through the same thing at the same time, which I find quite interesting to observe. And the answer I got was that we're moving from the age of Capricorn, which we have been in for the last 800 years, into the age of Aquarius. Now, the age of Aquarius, like the star card in the tarot, is an energy that merges the physical with the spiritual. What this means in practical terms is that spirituality, technology, and science are all merging. If you look at what's going on in Harvard and Cambridge at this time, you'll observe that the faculties of quantum physics in both of these universities are conducting experiments concerning the power of manifestation, because they've caught on to the fact that we as humans have this power and that it can be used to manifest anything. So science is starting to examine this and become more open to the possibilities of what that means. Harvard says that they are doing this in order to manifest healing onto our planet and stop climate change, for instance. But as far as that goes, yes, that is possible if we manifest as a collective. But Harvard is looking into how this could work. Now, I find that very interesting in terms of from a spiritual perspective, because that means to me that the awakening of the human race to the possibilities of spirituality is actually manifesting onto our societies, sciences, and planet. And one of the twin flame missions, and one of the reasons why we've been incarnated onto the planet in such large numbers, is because we are meant to assist the human race in their transition, from an age of political power systems, fascist governmental systems, and corporate profit making, into an age of spiritual enlightenment and clarity. Now, when I asked Source why we were sent into the age of Capricorn in the first place, as this was an age where profit making and political power structures were more relevant and prominent than ever, the answer I got was that we moved into the age of Capricorn so the human consciousness as a collective could explore these aspects of our physical world in depth. So basically, our world is a shambles for the sake of learning, which for me as a spiritualist makes perfect sense. I was also told that this is a resolution of planetary karma that has been built up over multiple millennia. And now we are moving into an age of more enlightenment. And this also means that we are becoming more sensitive to not only our intuition, but also our emotions. So the human collective as a collective is moving more into their heart space and into the place of listening to their intuition. When you observe what's been going on in the world in the last 2 years, i.e. COVID, i.e. Political unrest, when I asked what this was, Source answered me and said that this was a release of negative divine masculine energy, and that this release was necessary for the human collective to be able to move into a more enlightened space. So basically, all of the things that have gone on the planet in the last 2 years were designed to rid Mother Earth and our collective of residual negative energy that's been built up through the power structures and profit making of the age of Capricorn. So our global mission as twins is here to assist the human race by living by example. Now, the twin flame journey pushes a lot of twins into their soul purpose. Now, this doesn't necessarily mean that every single one of us is a light worker as such in everyday life. We are light workers in the sense that we're here to assist humanity by spreading love onto the planet and releasing the energy of love onto the planet. But as far as being a reader or a spiritual leader goes, not everyone has that sole purpose. Some of us are here to help humans transition how they view money and success. Some of us are here to help humans transition in learning how to combine material success with happiness. Some of us have the sole purpose of taking poor lost souls out of the darkness. So not everyone has the purpose of being a healer or leader of souls of some sort. Yeah, we all have that purpose because we're all connected if you look at the big picture. But as far as the twin flame mission goes, we're here to lead by example. So, but in order to do that, now I come to the individual purpose. We have to fulfill our individual purpose. Now, in order to do this, because we're born with past life karma, we are born with ancestral karma. We are born into and raised into belief systems that aren't necessarily valid anymore. Our individual souls are clogged up with a lot of negative energy and misprogramming. So when we come across our twin, this can start off what's called the dark night of the soul. And I've mentioned before that this is spiritual awakening. And that is the process of clearing all of these negativities out of your system. This is why this can be so painful. This is why we are forced to face ourselves. This is why our connections with our twins are so painful and complicated, because all of these accumulated negative vibes that we've carried with us through negative emotion, misprogramming, misguided belief systems, ancestral and past life karma. If we haven't cleared that, there's a mismatch in energies. And that means that our connections can't flow. They're clogged up with all this shit. So a lot of twins that go into the dark night of the soul do this to clear their system and make union even possible, because you won't unify with your twin until you've aligned with your true self. And that means loving and accepting your true self. That means stepping into your power and ultimately your soul purpose. So, you know, I know this is a lot to take in. I'm actually now hearing spirit tell me that I may have to actually do this in 2 parts. But I'm gonna let you digest this for now. Spirit's telling me to let you digest this for now, and I'm gonna leave it there. They've also just told me they're gonna guide me and tell me more, so it's easier for you to understand. So please be patient, and I'll be back very, very soon. Okay, thank you very much for watching. I love you all dearly. Thank you for liking, subscribing, and putting up with my scattered but still joyful self. All right, thank you. Bye-bye.